If you're looking to hear the tea on the Urban Decay Backtalk Palette, then you're in the right place. Hey girl, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Jensine, aka Jungle Naps, and today, as you know by the title, we are reviewing the Urban Decay Backtalk Palette. It is a eye and face palette in one. Now, if you're brand new here to my channel and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I upload 3 times a week, reviews, tutorials, favorites, all that jazz, and you're bound to find something on here that you like. And if you're an oldie but goodie subby, hey girl, it's so good to see you again. Okay, so let's get to talking about this Backtalk palette. I have the palette right here. I looked it up on Sephora, and guys, it's kind of expensive. It's like $46, which actually shocked me. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a little cheap, but I think for what it is, it sounds a bit pricey. I haven't played around with it yet. This will be a first impression, so we're gonna see how this performs. Looking at the reviews on Sephora, it's just barely over 3 full stars. So, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking that maybe there's something going on with it. However, there are products that I love that don't have high ratings on the Sephora website, so you can't judge a book by its cover. So let's open this baby up. First of all, the packaging is absolutely lovely, very feminine, very soft. The first side here that you open up, you've got the eyeshadows. Now I will show you guys a close-up on my phone just because this is appearing lighter than it actually is, but it is a very soft daytime looks. This is like really perfect for somebody who likes feminine looks, doesn't want too much color, you know, anything that's like work friendly or school friendly, you know, something where you need to be a little bit more conservative. It does come with a separate mirror that I'll hold up here for you guys so you can see. And the mirror fits in the middle of the palette just like so. And then on the other side, I'm gonna take the mirror out again. On this side here, you've got the cheek palette. So you have 2 blushes here and then 2 shades here. To me, they could either double as shimmery blushes, especially this one, or just highlight shades. I think I would probably use them as highlight shades myself. These all look really beautiful in the palette, very nice and compact, travel friendly. That's what I'm digging. Love that it comes with its own mirror that you can take off or put back on as you please. So now that I gave you kind of a little rundown of what this palette consists of, I want to bring you a little bit closer and then we can go ahead and start off with the eyes and see how this performs. Okay, so now that I have you a little bit closer, I've already gone ahead and primed my eyes. I used the Urban Decay primer potion in the shade Caffeine, and then I set it with my Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder. And then I also put some Maybelline loose powder under here because listen, we don't know what kind of situation this palette is, and Urban Decay is not about to catch me with some fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade Backtalk here as a transition color, and I'm just gonna go in right along this area. Next up, we're gonna try the shade WTF to go ahead and deepen up the crease. So this is it right here, and so far so good. I think the shade Backtalk ended up looking really nicely. It's a very light wash, and that's exactly what I wanted for my transition. I mean, guys, like, look how pretty that is. You know, something I do have to say that I noticed straight off the bat is this palette doesn't seem to be as pigmented with the mattes as, for example, the Daydream palette that I reviewed earlier, like about a month ago for you guys, which I love. It's buttery, it's pigmented. This one, you really have to spend time, at least with the mattes so far, blending it out. I'm surprised. And for example, this Sephora brush is one of my favorite blending brushes because it just does the job so well. So I'm surprised that I really have to spend time packing on the colors in the transition area. Not something that I am so used to, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. Let's check out the shimmer shades. Now I'm going in with a flat shadow brush right here. Oh, okay, look at that pigment. It's pretty nice. And of course we need that Fix Plus spray. Okay, so this is the shade Attitude, and I do have to tell you guys, I kind of had a little bit of trouble with this. First of all, it doesn't go on at all, like when it's dry. I mean, barely anything. You really have to use Fix Plus, but even then, I feel like it kind of clings to like dry spots in my eye. It doesn't look as nice as like the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne palette with that kind of pigmentation where it looks smooth, it looks buttery. You know, it's all right. Like, it is pigmented. Like, you could see it on my lids. Like, that's what I love. But is it my favorite formula? No. So far, is it worth $40, $46? Okay, so I'm not giving up yet. I'm gonna go in with 180 right here at the outer like V of my eye. Okay, so before I go ahead and put on my lashes and mascara, I kind of want to summarize on my thoughts on the 4 shades that I used. Honestly, I'm not too fond. I do have to say the mattes require a lot more blending than I'm used to from previous formulas, and the shimmers need to be applied wet, and when they do go on wet, they kind of like accentuate the creases and the folds and any dry spots on your eye, which I'm not used to. Usually my lids are pretty oily, so that's very surprising. So yeah, you know what, I'm not too fond, but let me go ahead and finish up my eyes and then we can go ahead and try the cheek side of the palette. Okay, so for my cheeks, I'm gonna go in with Double Take. It's more of like a mauve-y pink, which I think is right up my alley. So this is actually pretty nice. You know what, in this side of the palette, I really would have liked to see a color that would have been suitable for like deeper skin tones, like a deep burgundy color or something like that, because I think this is nice and it works on me. But you know what, if you're on the deeper end of the spectrum, a little bit more chocolatey, I don't think that it is. I really don't think so. So next up, let's go and try Low Key. Actually, let me swatch it just to make sure. So Low Key actually looks really nice. I think I'm really gonna like this as a highlight. I'm gonna take this SL Miss Glam brush and just dip it in, pull the hair back, and go in kind of light, we'll see. So this is actually really pretty. It's definitely got a lot of shimmer to it. So I think it's really pretty. It's nothing like spectacular, nothing different than what's on the market already, but you know what, I like it. I mean, there's nothing bad to say about the shade. All right, so now that my makeup is fully done, I am prepared to give you my full thoughts, you guys. And I'm gonna be really honest with you, I don't think it's worth $46, okay? For that price tag, this palette better have me like beat effortlessly, okay? Like, I don't want to struggle with a palette for that price tag. Oh no, honey. And the way that I see it, more affordable makeup brands and drugstore brands are really killing the game, so palettes have to be really competitive. So let's talk about the different categories. Number 1, let's talk about blendability. Out of a 5, I would give it like a 3 out of 5. It's not impossible, it just takes a lot more time to get the matte shadows evenly like blended, looking effortlessly, like a nice transition. The shimmers, you know, they're okay, they're not too bad. Now let's talk about pigmentation. I'm gonna give this like a 2.5 because the mattes are there, you know, they're there. Like shimmer shades, nuh-uh. I mean, I finessed this, but I just don't think you should see that low of pigmentation for that price tag. The packaging, honestly, I give the packaging like a 5 out of 5 because it's beautiful, and you have this cute little mirror that you can put in the middle, take it out. It's very travel friendly. That I do love about it. Plus, the way that they marketed this palette was amazing. They did a great job. Their marketing team, PR team, is on point. Also, I mean, the one thing that I did like the blush in this, and I think the highlights are nice. They're nothing stellar, like I've told you before. They're nothing amazing, nothing out of the box, but they do look beautiful. Do I think that you can get better for the price point? Absolutely, I do think that you do. As far as the actual color selection, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. This is because I think that the colors they work really well together. There's a great color story going on here. However, I do think that they could have added a deeper shade for the blush and maybe another deeper shade for like a highlight, like a nice golden would have been really nice as well. I know that you can't have it all, but I'm just saying if there was a way to improve on this palette, that would be it for me, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think, how you think this product performed. If you have this product, I definitely want to know your thoughts on it. They might help others who are doing their research on this product as well. If you'd like to see a collection from Urban Decay that I think is absolutely worth your coins, don't forget to check out this video up here. And if you're watching this video kind of close to when it's published, it might still be on sale. So go ahead and get a really good deal. Also, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. As always, I love you and I will see you in the next video. Bye!